The first warrior of light defeated chaos and brought hope to Palamecia. But each time chaos fell, he rose again. The same battle, over and over. Does that mean if I beat chaos, he's just going to come back? Is there a point to a fight that never ends? I guess I'll have to fight and find out. That's what's supposed to bring hope to the world, isn't it? If I gotta suffer anyway, I may as well fight chaos. And make him suffer too.
I wish I could forget, but I cannot. He was just like you, going off to fight chaos, going off to war. He fought for this world. He fought for hope, and yet, this world had no mercy in its heart for him. Palamecia killed him. And me? My light was taken from me. I became a heretic, a witch. What good can come of a world that must relive despair to claim hope? If that is the law of Palamecia, then we should end it together. I must keep going. Why do you go to him? There's something I must tell him. That's not going to happen. He is a troubled soul and often steps from the prophecy's path. And yet, he still heeds the prophecy's call. He's going to fight chaos. He will become the warrior of light, just like the prophecy says. A witch has no place in his story. Were you to dissuade him? Then Palamecia itself would rise against me. It would try to destroy me. The sicariuses will come for you. You may defeat the first and the second, but they will not stop coming. There! See what I mean? Are you really sure you're well enough to fight? You barely look well enough to walk all the way there to meet him. If I should collapse from exhaustion before I get to the fight, you have my permission to laugh at me. I wouldn't laugh. I see no humor in someone dying such a pointless, meaningless death. I mean, if you got something worth fighting for, get out there and fight like your life depends on it. Why do you say that?
Come on! It's not like you don't already know!
Yes, but why would a faerie of Palamecia want to help a heretic such as myself?
Let's just say I have my reasons. Well, what are you waiting for? Let's get fighting!
Welcome back to Mobius Final Fantasy and Chapter 6, in which we play as Meia, the Azure Witch. Where is it? Here, another echo. Meia hasn't appeared in the main storyline up to this point at all. She didn't come. However, Meia has appeared in several events. The beginning was probably the tower events. I have shown a few of the Final Fantasy X ones off. Originally, the tower event was filled by an entity named the Void, who was an echo of Sid or something like that. Anyway, he used the same character and skin as Sid, but a different voice actor. And he was there to test your skill in battle. And Later you return to the tower and then find Void has been killed. And you hunt down the person who did that, and that was her. And since then, she appears from time to time in various events to test your skill and strength and determination and whatever. Also, Meia is the one who offers you the multiplayer challenges, the multiplayer matches, where basically several blanks work together to overcome a sicarius, which are these giant creatures that are basically summons from other Final Fantasy games. And she now wants to meet with our hero, the Warrior of Light. Meia, the Azure Witch, or Witch of the Azure Sea, or something like that she's called. This is her basic skin, by the way. Best not use the other skin because it has fire in it. She's a heretic like Garland, and I of course don't have fire right now. Yeah, she seeks to destroy the laws of Palamecia, as she just said to us, right?
My future is mine to create. Ah! Enough!
We face Shiva.
You can't withstand this! Ha!
Yes, you are an interesting specimen. The Warrior of Light is the one who will bring hope. That's what the prophecy says. The hero who will defeat chaos and save all Palamecia. But that prophecy hasn't done the blanks any favors. It forces them to fight. Not very nice.
Yes, which is why he'd had enough of it. He wanted to quit his journey.
Except it looks like he's off to fight chaos all the same. Sure, his heart might not be in it, but if he doesn't finish this fight, well, he's probably just tired of getting yanked around by that prophecy. No wonder he wants to end it.
But defeating chaos won't end the prophecy. Even should he fall, he will only rise again in time.
And when that time comes, another blank will show up to take his turn. But for now, it's our warrior's turn. He's got to defeat chaos for Palamecia and a princess's love, right?
And so bring hope to the world, which is exactly what Vox wants. Nothing will change for Palamecia. The people will yearn for hope, only to relive despair.
So that's it. That's why you want to go stop him. You sure that's the right move? I mean, he's no big fan of Vox or the prophecy, believe you me. If you worked on him a little, sure, he might give up the fight. Of course, that'd be going against the laws of Palamecia. He'd be hunted, just like you and Garland. He'd betray the princess's trust and become a heretic.
Just like another, so long ago.
I personally don't like how Meia was introduced as a character that had no connection to us, and now suddenly is here in the main story, and we are supposed to know her already. Because all these things she did where she was introduced actually were time-limited events, and that is not a good way to introduce a character because players can always come later in such a game.
Really change the world?
Admittedly, Mobius is a game that repeats its events relatively often. But still...
Okay, let's stop beating around the bush. Just what are you so upset about? Are you really so against the Warrior of Light defeating chaos and bringing hope?
I would never work against hope. But this repeated despair in hope's name, that I would see brought to an end.
Not sure I follow. Even if you do stop him, that just means someone else will step up to become the Warrior of Light. Nothing will change for Palamecia. Or do you have a sneaky plan? Something to turn the whole system on its head? You do, don't you?
Let's just say... no. I have no such plan. I have no means at my disposal to undo this system, as you call it. But that doesn't mean I shouldn't try. Besides, doing nothing is not an option. That's why I follow him.
So you say, but I bet you do have a plan, and you're just being sneaky about it. Come on!
Why would I hide my plans from you? You've done nothing but help me. Why, you're my only friend.
Whoa! Like you meant a word of what you just said. You don't trust me one bit. Nor should you. After all, we Echoes are here in Palamecia to preserve the system. Sure, we look after the blanks and cheer them on and make a fuss about honoring their individuality, when really we're the rope that ties them down, keeps them on the narrow path to their cursed destiny. We make it so they don't have any other choice but to fight chaos.
You're right. Maybe it isn't Vox who's protecting the Palamecia I would see destroyed after all. Maybe it's you standing in my way, Echo. But if that's true, why would you help me, a heretic witch? When Vox sees a heretic, he tries to kill us.
I am nothing like Vox, please. I'm helping you so I can use you. See, you heretics are quite useful, in your own way. You and Garland. You do a wonder of good for the system, and the Warrior of Light. So by all means, keep doing what you're doing, and I'll help. To a point.
Friends like you, who needs enemies?
Meia is also a second actually playable character, where Meia herself has actually skins that are only for her, and special cards that are stronger when used by her. Here we have these Varunas. Basically every mage type skill that has this blue instead of a white mage icon is stronger when used by Meia. Other skins, other characters, so you have like Tidus here for example, but we just use the normal jobs the Warrior of Light has, but Meia has her own. No, I don't want to play with Tidus, I want to play with her. This is the standard Meia skin. The one you are given for free by the game. Like you got the Onion Knight and the Apprentice Ranger and Apprentice Mage and Neophyte Ranger, was it? And Monk Trainee from yeah, I'm full of earth and I don't have a card for that. For the Warrior of Light in the beginning of the game. Ow, 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 ow! Stop hurting me! The standard skin is obviously a bit weaker than the glam vamp I used before. Hello, Ifrit.
Ethereal forces come to my aid.
Yes, you are an interesting specimen.
Perhaps I have been mistaken. I always thought the Echo with him was more concerned with how he felt than with how he towed the line.
Did they seem close to you? Sorry, but that's not how this world works. Not that we're some kind of hive mind or anything like that. I have no idea what that other Echo is thinking or feeling.
But all Echoes are here to defend Palamecia and its laws. So why aren't you trying to destroy me, a heretic out to change this world?
See, that's Vox's problem. He thinks protecting Palamecia means keeping it the same way it's always been.
And you're different? You mean you're okay with things changing? Really?
Why not? Change can be good, if it's called for.
Or you could tear the whole thing down, reduce it to rubble and build anew. A fresh start. That's what you're planning, isn't it? You think that if the actions of a lone witch can shake Palamecia, well then, why not really shake things up? That way, you can reveal the weak spots. That's why you're giving me, a heretic, such free reign.
Oh, it's not just you. We let the blanks run wild too. When the bad eggs step off the prophecy's path, we let them go. Not out of kindness, mind you. You see, the farther off course they go, the farther they take it, the clearer the weakness in the system becomes.
So what? If I should chase him down and convince him to lay down his sword, what then?
Oh, it might shake the system, sure, but only for the briefest of moments. And the world you want to bring down will only stand up stronger. So, if you're cool with that, by all means go ahead. Chase him down. See what happens.
I really love these interactions between Echo and Meia. This systematic thinking of the world that this other Echo displays is really interesting, I think. How this world is literally a system meant to function. A machinery with a purpose and a goal in mind.
My power unleashed. Can you resist me? Stop right there!
You know, if you catch him, you might just pull him away from the prophecy for real. He'd be a heretic.
If he's so pliable as that, well, he's hardly warrior of light material. And you'd rather see him taken out of the running than have a mediocre candidate become the warrior of light. Right?
Well, it's not just me who thinks that, you know. The Echo with him, she would agree completely. What's so funny?
It's just... It occurred to me how horrible we're being. We put him on a pedestal, make him carry all our hopes. Then talk about throwing him in danger's path, or getting rid of him if he's weak. It's hardly becoming of us.
No kidding. I mean, we'd feel pretty bad if he actually died, wouldn't we?
Yes, but if it came to that, I wouldn't let him die alone.
Right. Okay, it's clear to me that this guy means business. So I say let's get to work. Let him have it!
Yeah! Let's take down Famford.
Huh?
Palamecia sees all that you have done.
And where is this Echo skin? That was the first half of chapter 5.
Well, you made it.
Huh?
You made it all the way here. You don't need me anymore.
Here? Where's here?
So long, Meia.
The warrior of light.
Didn't expect to find you here.
Now you just wait a second! What's the big idea? He's just about to go fight chaos, and you choose now to come along? What if he gets distracted? What happens then? He's barely enthusiastic enough as it is!
You're one to talk about distracting people.
Sure, blame the faerie!
I see you two are close as ever.
Whatever! So why are you here exactly?
There's something I need to tell you. It's about another blank. Long ago, he was trying to become the warrior of light, just like you. And another thing, he had your name. But Palamecia, the will of the world, crushed him. And I sank into darkness, drowning. And I rose cursed, a witch. I was following you, but you were the one who found me.
I wasn't trying to. I was just heading for chaos, and ran into you on the way.
Well, we'll call it a chance encounter then.
You think? What if you're just dancing to someone's fiddle? What if Palamecia is pulling the strings, huh?
I would think Palamecia wouldn't favor witches. Why would it go out of its way to lead me anywhere?
Oh, I wouldn't call it going out of its way. Seems to me it's less helping you and more testing him. You follow?
I follow fine. So meeting a heretic is part of my trials, that it? You want to see if I turn into a heretic too. Or if I'll stay on the path, a true warrior of light.
Yep, could be. Or not.
Enough with the trials. I don't care if you're a heretic. I'll hear what you gotta say. Something about Palamecia killing a blank with the same name as me?
Yes, telling you that is the very reason I've come all this way.
Too bad there's no time for chit-chatting now. Sicarius coming! We need to move!
Meia's a target.
You're a target too. Don't forget, this is a trial. Stand with the heretic witch. Get attacked like the heretic witch.
Fine. What kind of warrior of light am I if I let a sicarius scare me? Besides, it's not like I had any other options. I'm used to fighting.
I won't let you fight alone.
You coming with?
I won't slow you down, I promise. Nor will I protect you, or expect your protection in return.
I can live with that.
Don't get too used to her. Pretty sure that's a no-no for the Warrior of Light.
I know. You don't have to tell me. Why would Palamecia start going easy on me now?
This was actually pretty interesting in the original, where you fought with Sicarius and you always had to switch between Meia jobs and Warrior of Light jobs, because you could only ever use one for certain parts of a quest. That allowed a bit of diversity in playstyle, which was fun. Okay, just for fun, I use the warrior job. This is basically the standard skin used in flashback sequences when they only basically show what mounts the screenshot. They always use the warrior skin because you are the warrior of light, not the mage of light or whatever.
This light, do you know what it truly is?
It's you.
Stand back.
Who's protecting who?
We protect each other.
Who is that guy?
He is the same as you. A man who once sought to become the Warrior of Light.
So, he's the blank that Palamecia wanted dead. That it?
Yes, that is why I'm here. It's his story I want to hear.
So, should I grab him and make him talk?
No, that is not actually him. That is a copy, an imitation. That is our enemy.
Wow, I'm impressed. You sure called his bluff quick. He's a phantasmal guardian, created by Palamecia, and a lightning rod for sicariuses.
Yes, he appeared in this form to threaten me, to shake me. I was startled at first, I admit, but I'm ready to fight now.
No time like the present. Keep sharp. Sicariuses are bad news. I'll need your help, Meia.
You shall have it.
And so the trials begin, both for you and the witch. Will you pass through the battles ahead unscathed? Will you fight hand in hand, or side by side?
What's it matter? As long as there's two of us, that makes this whole thing a lot easier.
Aw, two of you, 2 hearts is one. Just don't get too close. Heresy's catching.
But other warrior also uses the warrior type, or specifically the sword master specialty of a job. But I use the gladiator, the normal warrior. I don't know, I think it's boring. The gladiator at least has some frills. And I want to change out Echo again. Sure, let's use Bunny Echo. Why not? Ultima waits. That was the thing we just saw, the angelic looking light creature. That's Ultima.
Victory is mine!
I believe Easter Echo. Yeah, it was an Easter skin, I mean. That Bunny Echo.
I shall face the world myself. May this warped world be righted once more. Blinding light, purge my foes.
You're not tired.
It's funny. You may be my enemy now, but your smile is the same as it ever was. This world killed you once, long ago. And now you, with that wistful smile on your face, you're trying to kill me. Palamecia is a cruel mistress.
Ugh, I wish she'd just fess up and tell us what the deal is with this guy.
He's a ghost or something like that.
Not that. I mean, what was he to her? You know, relationship-wise?
My lover.
There you have it, Echo. That was stupid of me. Because bombs absorb the elements.
A witch set ashore from the great beyond. No. You are to become the warrior of light. You cannot love freely. You cannot love me.
What did that prophecy say? The warrior of light will defeat chaos and take the princess as his bride.
Everyone believes in you, in the prophecy. You're our hope. You'll defeat chaos and become the warrior of light. Then, you and the princess. Everyone awaits the day when that prophecy becomes truth.
Are you waiting?
People
do not live for prophecies.
What?
Princess Sarah said as much. Though the prophecy gives us life, we do not live for the prophecy. Following the prophecy isn't everything. Sometimes we must turn our back on it, find a new road. I told this to her, and the princess agreed.
But if you don't follow the prophecy, how will you defeat chaos?
I have an idea, a new plan, a new way, not foretold by the prophecy.
That the way you used to look?
Before becoming a witch, yes. A memory from another time.
Wait. So this blank guy was trying to become the Warrior of Light, but he fell in love with you instead? He ignored the prophecy about the Warrior of Light and the princess getting hitched.
We both knew it was against the prophecy, and yet our feelings, our love, was impossible to stop. But Princess Sarah acknowledged our love. She blessed us with all her heart. The others, the ones who followed the prophecy, they were not as kind. So we left the prophecy behind and set out on our own path.
The heretic's path.
Yes. But we should keep going. I can hear him calling to me.
We already know what ended in tragedy.
Make them hard-boiled!
Time to die!
I shall face the world myself.
So, what happened next? After you went against the prophecy?
We took a path foretold by no prophecy. What will you do now?
I'll leave this place. I'll go and bring the final fight to Chaos. Though, I won't be able to beat him alone.
I don't believe it. If anyone can defeat chaos, surely you can.
I know my strength, and its limits. Even if I should become the Warrior of Light, I cannot save Palamecia all on my own.
Then, there is no hope.
It's a little early for that. Do not abandon hope. There is still hope. A new hope, not in any prophecy. Yes, I cannot defeat chaos alone, which is why I would have others join my fight. Even if I cannot stand against him by myself, as many against one, we can win.
So, you deny the prophecy of the Warrior of Light?
No, I've overcome it, passed it by, moved on. Not one of us, but all of us can become warriors of light, together. True hope is in all of our hearts.
How can you be sure? What if we should lose? What if we all die?
You're wise to be scared. I am too. Scared to face chaos, to ignore the prophecy. No one knows what lies at the end of that road. Our only guide is fear, which is why we must look straight at it. We must see each other's fears and weaknesses and know we can help. What one warrior of light cannot do, all of us together shall accomplish.
And if our hearts seeking hope become one, then each of us will become the Warrior of Light. Do you think even I could become a Warrior of Light?
I wouldn't doubt it for a moment. Join me. We will fight as one.
All of you. Warriors of Light?
You sure showed that prophecy. So, did it work?
If it had, I wouldn't be here as a witch. No, we failed. And yet, this world I live in now is still connected to that world, that time.
So, you still believe in his path? The road away from prophecy?
I don't know. It was a long time ago.
In a way, through this it makes a lot of sense, but Meia is the one requesting the multiplayer, with several blanks coming together to defeat one powerful foe, as he thought of.
How long will you play this part? I know you're not him. Not really. You're a phantasm.
I am here only because you wish me to be. You wanted to see me, and your thoughts, your wishes, gave me this form. It is all as you desire it to be.
So you, this phantasm, is my doing.
Don't listen to that thing, Meia. He's trying to shake you. It's just another trick.
All so the Warrior of Light can be once again. Hope always rises from despair. That is the way of things in Palamecia.
I know that. It's the same Palamecia you tried to defend and to destroy.
So then, what will you do with it? Will you defend or destroy? Will you save it?
I don't... I know only one thing. This world is twisted, and I will fight it, even if I cannot win.
You can win. Palamecia ain't perfect. Plenty of holes in the armor. You just gotta know where to look.
Set ashore from the great beyond.
And Ultima again.
You're looking good! Let's take a break and pig out on chocolate!
The bond between you is true. That bond is the key that will open the way for the future hope to come.
You are an imitation of him, after all. A pale one. He'd never say something like that.
But Palamecia would. Hope, bonds, future, pretty words, but stick a sword in them, and the air comes rushing out.
Even empty words have a way of capturing the imagination.
Yes, empty words. Like the prophecy. Flimsy, changing words. They can mean anything to anyone, and they pull all our strings.
Interesting.
Loose! Your last mistake! Touchdown!
Burn down the tree.
You will lose.
He profanes the prophecy, he does.
I agree. We blanks have always followed the prophecy to become the warrior of light. Who does he think he is?
We can't all become the warrior of light. That's sacrilege.
Honor the prophecy!
Honor the prophecy!
Honor the prophecy.
He who goes against the prophecy is no better than chaos.
He's a heretic.
I, a heretic.
Death to the heretic!
The blanks, still in the prophecy's grip. They hunted us.
Well, I guess they'll show up here too, so you could relive that memory.
I won't let it end the same way twice.
You better not.
Now or never.
Heresy? What a pity. Stop right there!
What? Ow.
Radiance surround them.
Defeat the foes, pass through the forest. Let me guess, we're coming up to a sluice gate?
How do you know?
It was in a story I lived once. Chaos had taken the people's water away. So the first warrior went through the winding woods and defeated him. That was the start of it all. That's where the prophecy began.
Yes, the sluice gate opened, hope was renewed, and there, the Warrior of Light's story began. It's ironic. For us, that gate was the end of our story.
No. That was stupid of me.
Here we go. Here you go.
What does it matter?
Try this on.
Ow. Ooh. Lucky.
Don't get cocky. This isn't over.
I shall face the world myself. Ta- Wither!
Heretics must die. It's the law. But you're a swordsman, a good one. You could even defeat chaos. The voice says it would be a shame to kill you.
What madness is this?
It says to kill the witch instead.
I don't see any witch here.
It's her!
Listen, she has misled one who would become the Warrior of Light. She spat on the prophecy that binds the Warrior of Light and the Princess together. She's a witch, a heretic who does not honor the law. And for this she must die, by your sword.
What?
There is another prophecy which says that the Warrior of Light will cut down the witch, and thereby return to the true path.
So cut her down, and you'll be a heretic no longer. You can return to the prophecy, defeat chaos, become the Warrior of Light.
Never!
No!
No! You wouldn't cut her, so I did it for you!
Maybe you're not the Warrior of Light the prophecy spoke of after all. Maybe you are a heretic. And all heretics must die.
We were swept away by the darkening tides, sinking deep into oblivion. Oblivion and pain. But there remained a lonely stillness in a corner of my heart. If we could not live on together in this world of Palamecia, then we would sleep in the darkness together for an eternity. The dead may lack hope, but they are also without despair. For too long I lingered in the sunless, airless depths, marking the passage of interminable time. And when I once again opened my eyes, I was not myself. I rose as the Azure Witch, Meia, the new me. But he never rose again.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have looked.
Why do you apologize?
I don't imagine that's a memory you want people seeing. Maybe I went too deep. Too far.
It's all right. I wanted you to know. This is our fate. This is our story. We tried to bring hope, and Palamecia turned on us.
So what am I supposed to do with this? Fight for Palamecia? Become the Warrior of Light?
See? This is what I'm talking about! Say those things, end up a heretic! Wait a second. This was your plan all along, wasn't it, Meia? You were going to tell him all these bad stories and take the fight out of him!
For what purpose?
Revenge on Palamecia, duh! You persuade him to give up becoming the Warrior of Light, then lead us all to ruin!
You have me all wrong, faerie. My enemies are the twisted laws of this world. The system that grinds all which does not fit to dust. It's true, Palamecia may hate me as a heretic, but to me, this world, this is the world he died trying to save.
Did you see what I did there? But he died as like Chaos did in chapter 5. Thrown into the waters. When the soldiers said a heretic is just as bad as Chaos himself. That's Palamecia twisting its own stories to fit its situation.
End of the line. I'll cleave you in two.
It was my desire to see him again that created this phantasm. How do I make it stop?
I'm not sure you have to make it stop. If the phantasm comes for us, I don't care what it looks like. I'll beat it. Either way, we're good. Don't force yourself to forget. Memories are precious.
Thank you. Heresy? What a pretty word. Huh?
Down with you.
Congrats!
Warrior.
Meia, it was your memories that opened the path. And ahead lies chaos, the last battle.
You may defeat chaos like the prophecy says, but that's exactly what Vox wants.
So, play into Vox's hands or become a heretic?
Don't worry. Even if you turn your back on the prophecy, as long as you have the true light in your heart, anyone can become the warrior of light. Even a heretic like myself. That's the hope he left for me, his parting gift.
Come to think of it, you know, you probably could.
And that was chapter 6. I don't think it ever had given us a name. So how is it called? Where is it? Chapter 4, 5, 6 is up there. Bewitching Memories here. Next time we continue with chapter 7 and 8. Until then, I'm Mace, and don't get lost.